Hi guys, I'm Ash with GA Precision. Today I'm going to cover the ordering process for getting a rifle on order with us. So one of the first steps you're going to have to make, go ahead and give us a call. That's the only way. You cannot just order a rifle through the website. You're going to have to talk through with one of our sales specialists. The reason being, even our website models have a tremendous amount of options, and I want to make sure that every one of those is available to you. One of the first things we're going to cover with somebody is the purpose behind the rifle. What makes a rifle custom is how well it fits your needs. And if we have the purpose, we can really dial a rifle into that. What I mean by that is this going to be a hunting rifle, a competition rifle, or a range rifle? From there, we're going to break things down. If it's going to be a hunting rifle, we want to know, is this going to be a predator varmint rifle? Is this going to be a whitetail and down rifle? Is this going to be an out west hunting rifle? Is this going to be a really purpose-built timber gun for hunting bear? Things of that nature. But anything that we can do to make that more specific is only going to create a better rifle for you. So when they ask, how do you hunt? Give them as much detail as you can. Do you hunt from a blind, from a stand? Are you a glass and shoot guy? Are you a walk and stock guy? And I don't mean walking 400 yards to the tree stand. That is not walking stock. You can handle a heavier rifle and it will perform better for you. Please listen to them when they make these recommendations. When we talk about range rifles, a range rifle is not necessarily a competition rifle. It's something in that 10 to 14 pound range that is really, really enjoyable to shoot. Guys can shoot it all day and never wear their shoulder out and not even know that they did it. Something in a really comfortable caliber. From there, competition specific rifles are rifles that are built for PRS, built for ELR, built for NRL hunter, all of those things. But the more information we can get, we can give you the better product. Now that you've reached out and made contact with one of the sales guys over the phone, they're going to talk you right down through a work order that then you will receive a copy of at the end. So we're going to get into that work order and the questions you're going to encounter. That way you can start to build some of those answers for them ahead of time, and they can only answer the questions that need to be answered for you. So the first question is going to be actions. Are we looking at a short action, long action, left hand, right hand? Please let them know the handedness of that rifle. We don't want to try and change that 6 months down the road after parts have been ordered. They can discuss the purpose behind each action. If it's better suited for hunting, if it's better suited to tactical, and just what your needs are in that regard. Next, we move down into triggers. We have a wide variety of triggers. We have triggers that get all the way down to 4 ounces. We have triggers that get up to 3.5 pounds. We don't ever want to sell a trigger outside of its purpose. We really want to sell triggers that fit you. If you tell us that you'd like a trigger to start at 2.5 pounds, you probably don't need a Trigger Tech Diamond or a Bixen A&D Tac Sport Pro. You're never going to see the goodie out of it. Why charge you for it? We'd like to sell a trigger that has a pound of adjustment under where you would like that set to give you room for growth in the future. Moving on from triggers, we'll be moving into barrel contours. Barrel contours are covered in another video. I really recommend you watch that. If you need some recommendations on barrel contours, our sales specialists are going to have a lot of options for you and a great understanding of those products. But do we need a lightweight hunting contour? Do we need a carbon fiber? Do we need a truck axle for competition? We can support all of those. Moving on from contours, we really need to get into caliber. Caliber is going to be a lot about the application. If you're competing, any of the 6 mils is going to be a great option. If you're into hunting, the largest question for me is always going to be, what's your ethical distance? It's different for everyone. We don't care what your answer is, but we want to make sure that we're recommending a caliber that really fits your needs and the application. Moving from calibers, we're going to ask if a guy would like a barrel to be fluted or not fluted. We offer straight and spiral flutes. Moving from fluting into muzzle devices, we want to know, do you want that barrel threaded? If so, what thread pitch would you like it in? The most common thread pitches available today are 1/2 28, 9/16 24, 5/8 24, and 3/4 by 24. All of those are dependent upon the barrel contour and what we can achieve at the muzzle. The great news is there are a wide variety of adapters available for muzzles. Even if you choose a thin barrel that can't handle a 5/8 24 thread pitch that your suppressor's threaded in, there are a lot of adapters available that will step you from 1/2 28 up to 5/8 24 or 9/16 24 to 5/8 24. Another option is just looking at a different barrel contour that will better fit your needs. Additionally, in the muzzle devices, we have a wide variety of brakes for different applications. We have side-ported brakes, we have angled brakes, we even have radial brakes. Now that we have a completed barreled action, the next question is going to be, what's that going to sit in furniture-wise? Is that going to be a stock or a chassis? In the stock department, we offer Manners, McMillan, Bell & Carlson, HS Precision, and Foundation stocks. In the chassis department, we're dealers for MDT, MPA, XLR, KDEX, and several others. When it comes to stocks versus chassis, there's not a right or wrong answer. It's more about the shooter's personal preference and the application of that. Once we have selected the stock, we'll get into colors, all of the different hardware options, where you'd like flush cups located, if you would like Arca rails, if you like Picatinny rails, do you need studs for your bipods? We will cover all of that and make sure that hardware is correct for your needs. Once we've selected the stock or the chassis, we'll move into bottom metals. If we've selected chassis, we don't need to talk about it. It's already built in. If we go with the stock option, we're going to be looking at either a detachable box mag or a hinged floor plate. We have several options for each, and including some flush fit hunting magazine options. Once the bottom metal has been selected, our sales specialist will then discuss if you would like bedding. If it's a traditional Manners and McMillan stock, bedding is a must. If you are selecting a chassis or a mini chassis option in one of those stocks, the sales specialist will be discussing lug bedding with you. Once we've covered that, one of the only other options is going to be if you would like an embedded front rail for night vision. Once we've discussed bedding, they're going to get into the Cerakote options. We have a wide variety of colors that we offer, anything in the H series from Cerakote, and some of the C series for the carbon fiber barrels. The options for Cerakote are almost unlimited. We only work in solid colored paint at this time. We don't do pattern work. But if a guy wanted to have a barrel painted one color, a receiver painted a different color, bottom metal painted another color, all of these are options. Once we've decided on a Cerakote color, we're going to move into the optics question. We carry a wide variety of optics and are dealers for Swarovski, Kahles, Bushnell, Nightforce, Vortex, Steiner, Zero Compromise, and Zeiss. The reason we maintain dealership from all these different companies is to provide a customer with a wide variety of options. We build custom rifles. We don't want to paint you into a box when it comes to optics. We want you to have the variety of choice, and the sales specialist will make the recommendations based off of your needs and price points. After we've selected an optic, then the decision will be rings. Do we want to go with split traditional rings? Do we want to go with tally rings directly to a receiver? Do we want to go with a unimount? All of these are options. We carry a wide variety of manufacturer in the ring department, just as we do in optics. After we've talked through an entire work order, talked through lead times, the sales guys will email you a copy of that work order. Please review this for accuracy. Once we take a deposit, everything is locked in and we do not allow any changes because everything's going to be ordered in the next few days. Some of these parts take 6 months to get. If we make changes 5 months down the road, I understand the rifle's not built, but it will delay or restart the lead time. Once you've reviewed that work order for accuracy and you bless off on it, we will then take a $1,000 non-refundable deposit to get the build started. If you'd like to order an optic with this rifle, we take an additional $500 deposit towards the optic. Upon completion of the rifle, we will reach out and contact you for a good FFL. We prefer to get the FFLs upon completion instead of at the beginning of the process, as FFLs do expire, and why repeat steps. Once we've got a good copy of that FFL, take final payment, the rifle will be shipped out and you can start enjoying it. Now, we understand that with an 8-month lead time, not everybody can afford to wait on a rifle, or you have a hunt that you weren't expecting right around the corner. Always remember to check our ready to ship section on the website for rifles that are already completed and ready to go. I understand that sometimes you may not get the stock color that you want or the Cerakote color that you want, but it may be a ready to go option that fits your needs. We can also perform small work such as muzzle threading or swapping triggers or small details like that to those rifles to make it a closer fit to what you're looking for. Remember guys, the first step to getting a rifle on order is to give us a call. Please call and speak with one of our sales specialists, and thanks for watching.